Live. All right. How's it going, everyone? This is Judy Vergara here, and welcome to episode 22 of Entrepreneur in the Spotlight. And tonight, we are hanging out with the one and only Nicholas Mans. You see, Nicholas here is a lifestyle entrepreneur. He's a digital marketer, a coach, and most importantly, he works at home with his two little ladies. And he's here hanging out with us tonight. So, Nicholas, give us a little bit of an intro and give us a little sneak preview what it's like inside your world.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I 32-year-old, like she said, I have two little girls. Before I got into any of this, I was just a production worker. I did production for about 11 years, and I hated it a lot. And so as soon as I lost my job, I didn't want to go back to that grind. So I immediately started looking online for ways to make money and stay home and see my kids. So that's when I came across the Super Affiliate Network and began training with them, and been taking off ever since.
Nice. Awesome. So, Nicholas, tell us about your subject matter expertise.
I think probably the thing that I can help most people with which I learned through going through the boot camp with Super Affiliate Network is with solo ads. Because I can help a lot with social media, and I know how to, make posts and how to talk to people without, pushing my stuff on them. But I think a lot of people really have no idea what solo ads even are, or how to use them, especially how to use them correctly, or how to find the correct vendors. And so, Super Affiliate Network helped a lot teaching me how to do that. And so I've been trying to help my students, help them learn how to use solo ads, especially for the ones who are a little hesitant about wanting to go and talk and pitch and everything. And pretty much every other program I've came across, they don't really teach you that. They don't really help you out. They just kind of say, here's the thing, go figure out how to sell it. And so I'm trying to help a lot of people that are kind of lost out there and they don't know what to do and they have no idea where to begin. And I think solo ads helps a lot with people who don't really want to be, social as much.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the fastest ways. I've tried a few other streams of paid ads myself, and solo ads is most definitely the fastest way to move it forward, right? So let's see here. Tina Patty, Tony Kinley, and Linda Smith Mans is saying hi. Hey guys, how's it going? And Tina Patty, Nicholas is the bomb at helping people and giving loads of value so they can learn and succeed. Absolutely, man. I've been following Nicholas for the last while, and heck yeah, he's dropping value bombs a lot. So, Nicholas, now don't pull anything back. Really lay it down for us. Tell us about your rock bottom moment.
My rock bottom moment would probably be after I lost my job. And then I started, like I said, I started trying to find different things to work online, and didn't really have any. I didn't have anybody. I didn't know anybody that did any of this stuff, and so I'd go through kind of a cliched thing, but I'd go through spending money on different programs, different training, different things that just wasn't working out, and then I had some money saved back from my old job, but it starts dwindling, and bills come, and got two kids and got a house to pay. So which I think really hitting rock bottom and hitting to the point where you're like, I don't know how I'm going to pay these bills, and I don't know how I'm going to keep the lights on that. I think that's good, actually. It's that's kind of what pushes you to realize you got to work harder, and really makes you step up your game, or fall on your face. So
Yeah, absolutely. When you're down and you just have no, as cliche as it sounds, there really is nowhere else to go but up. So it gives you no choice. So you just keep on moving forward. Linda Smith Mans, Nick's the go-getter. Yeah, absolutely, man. So Nicholas, how did you improve upon that rock bottom moment? What steps did you take?
Again, I feel like I'm just sitting up here promoting Sam. Wasn't really my intention, but that's what's helped me out the most.
Hey, man. Yeah.
So really, Misha's teaching how to scale, teaching with the solo ads. I've learned how to spend X amount, and then like even at first you have to dig a little bit of a hole, say you spend 200, but then you earn 100. You're still out 100, but you just gained 100. So then you do it again, and then at this point you might be breaking even, and then you do it again, and then now you're getting a little bit ahead. And then so it's the matter of being able to take that initial risk and being able to know how to leverage and really scale so that you're not spending more than what you're bringing in. And then like I said, I've been trying to drop as much free value and everything as I can. And I don't like to like promote links, and I don't like to spam. And if anybody saw my post, so I hate spammers. I get really mad at spammers. And so it seems like everyone that's in this niche that's really good at it, they give a lot of free information. They just help because it's nice to help. And once I started doing that, because like logically you think, well, I don't want to give all my information away. I don't want to just give what I know away, But then once you actually start doing it and it starts helping people, it's fun. It's nice to help people, and then the universe rewards you for being a good person. So it's not hard to just help when you can.
Yeah, absolutely. It's hard to explain, but the universe just has a weird way of rewarding you, right? Like it doesn't matter what you do, as long as you're out there, you're helping, you're giving. It's just got a weird way. The universe just has its own way of giving to you, like rewarding you. And like you're right, don't act all scarce about it. Just share as much as you can, right? Share as much as you can. I think it's Ray Higdon that said that in order to rise above, you have to out-teach the competition. And that's really what we're all doing here, is we're trying to out-teach other systems out there. If you can see what separates our system from other systems, is because Misha is out-teaching everyone else. Right. And yeah, you're right. You touched up on it. They drive me absolutely insane. Those spammers, right? They'll add you, and then next thing you know, upon point of contact, they start sending you links and such. It's annoying.
Yeah. And another thing about Misha too, and San, is he doesn't just give you the information for you to sell his product. He gives you like all the information you need to know how to really make a lifestyle for yourself. And that's a huge difference between him and a lot of other people. And that's also, what part of the big inspiration for me to want to share with everyone else as well, is I want to help. I don't want anyone to have to go through what I went through in that job. I hated. I was working, 6, sometimes 7 days a week, 12-hour shifts, and never getting to see my family, and barely sleeping like an hour or two a day. And then no matter how much you bust your butt and you think, well, the managers are going to see how good I'm doing this time, you get pay raise time, and they don't care, because they don't want to pay you more. They don't want you to really succeed in the rat race, because you're going to take their job, and they went heavy in college debt to get that job, and you didn't.
Yeah, pretty much. So Nicholas, tell us about your most brilliant light bulb moment so far.
I think really it still goes back to the solo ads and learning how to scale, and learning how to, how to find the proper people, and learning how to not spend too much, but still spend, not be so conservative that you're not getting anywhere. You got to take a risk and spend, but also be smart with it and know how to know that you're going to get the gain back, and know how to leverage it so that little by little your profit margin keeps increasing, and your spending budget can increase too, but doesn't overwhelm your profit.
Yeah, absolutely. Numbers. You can't just keep throwing it all out there. You also got to see if you're being profitable, right? I mean, at the end of the day, that's why we all have businesses here.
And recently, as far as, I know a lot of people, they might not want to pay for solo ads, and they want to do the free stuff and do social media and message people and all that. And you can do that too, but you have to be smart with that too. And that's something I'm working on more lately, that I've just now really kind of getting around to getting better at, is I've wasted too much time actually talking to people, and like just talking too much, and not asking enough questions, and trying to get to the root of if they're legit, or if they're just wasting my time. And when you first start doing it, you think, you think it's going to be kind of rude, or you'd be kind of annoying if you're just sitting there bombarding them with, you don't want to bombard them, but you ask them a question at the end of every statement, because your point should be to learn more about them, to learn what they need, to learn how, if you can help them or if you can't. And if you can't, you're kind of wasting your time and you're wasting their time. So you kind of have to, annoy them so that because if they're legit, you're not annoying them, you're helping them, you're getting them piece by piece to where they need to go. And if you are annoying them, then they're not probably going to buy, and they're probably not going to take this serious anyway. So go ahead and annoy them, screw them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, you got to understand that not everyone is your customer, right? So it's just a matter of sifting and sorting through the interest. Now, like Nicholas said, right? If they get annoyed, then fuck them, forget them, right? Move on to the next one. They're a dime a dozen. Literally, there's like what 2 billion people on Facebook. There's what 7 billion people in this world. You can move on to the next one.
Yeah, messages never stop coming.
That's right. Exactly. So, Nicholas, what held you back from going all in your business when you first got started?
Well, probably like everyone, just fear and fear of the unknown. I guess I never did it before, and not enough confidence in myself and my abilities. And but you go start going through the boot camp, and I was telling someone before, like it's just like if you'll just sit through the boot camp and watch it and take notes. I like to take physical notes, and a lot of people like to type it out, but I like to get a notepad and physically write it down. It just helps me a lot more. And then it just really it sticks in your head, and once you learn it, you can't unlearn it. All you can do after that is go take action, and through trial and error, you get better and better with it. And then you don't have to do that again. You don't have to. I don't have to go back and not know how to do anything ever again. I know how to do it now. All I can do is improve now. So it's worth sitting through the boot camp. It's worth studying. I try to study something new, at least like an hour a day, every day.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
and it's well worth putting that much effort into it.
Yeah, exactly. So, what's the best advice you've ever received?
To not talk so much. To not waste so much time on people that are wasting my time. That's been helping me out a lot lately. I'd spend all day on 3 people, just answering all their questions and everything, and then they'll maybe say they're going to go watch the video, check out the information, then you never hear from them again.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I just spent all day long on those 3 people.
Sweet talking them, right? Don't get hung up on a few people, right? Like you said, right? Don't talk too much. Just sift and sort through the interest, and don't spend too much time on them. Yeah. So, Nicholas, what's one habit that you have that's just a must for you on a daily basis?
Well, probably what I said earlier, trying to study something new and keep improving every single day. And whether I'm reading a book or watching training videos and different things, or watching the leaders and SAM and seeing what they're doing and seeing what they're talking and seeing how they're handling everything. And as far as outside work goes, I like to play guitar and sing whenever I get a chance, and of course play with my daughters and play with them pretty much nonstop. So
yeah.
even when I'm working, I usually wrestle one of them here, and the other one's choking me from behind, and I'm going away on my phone to business.
Oh man, that's nice. Okay, Linda Smithman says your grade school teacher told you that. I'm assuming that's for not talking too much.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So, what's one thing that you're super excited about these days?
Just I guess growing my income.
Yeah.
It's as some people can take off right off the bat, but I think some people came into sand with a little more experience than I did too. I didn't have any, so I had a little bit of it's really not a slow start. Like in my head, I feel like, man, I'm going slower than everybody else. But then, I look at them and they're like, well, I've been doing this 1.5 years, 2 years, and
yeah.
So it really wasn't that slow of a start, but it feels slower to me.
Yeah, Oh, yeah, no, I get that feeling, right? Like I'm just starting to feel it after months and months and months of really pounding the pavement. So, were you like really green when you hopped onto Super Affiliate Network?
Yeah, yeah. The only thing I did before, besides like I was free like Ty Lopez stuff, and
Hmm.
he's not necessarily a digital marketer, but I read a lot of Bob Proctor, more of a mindset type
Right,
stuff. And
right.
so I did more reading and looking up stuff. I didn't really take a lot of action as far as trying to implement it. And so when I first took any action, it was with a different program that
Mm,
was the program itself not necessarily bad, but the training is awful.
mm.
And especially like if you have no idea what you're doing. And I was sitting in on their lives, their like webinars and everything. And I was sitting in, and it felt like they were just like, "Oh, all you gotta do is take the program and call people, call them on the phone and sell it.
Mm.
Just call them and sell it." And I was like, "I don't even know what this thing does." It's like I don't even know what I'm selling. Like, what is this thing? And then they're like, "Watch the training videos," and you go to training videos, and they're just telling you to call people and talk them up, and or
Well,
send them a
that's
message and spam your link, spam the
well,
crap out of people.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, must such a shame, right? Like it gives us digital marketers a really bad name, right? Like as soon as they see the word digital marketer or internet marketer or network marketer, then everyone just steers clear. Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah,
Like they.
especially if I'm talking to anybody and they're involved in the program I was with before, and
Hmm.
they're like, "Oh, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm doing blah blah blah." And but they also have admitted that this is the first time ever doing it, and they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
now I'll try to explain to them, it's like, yeah, I did that too, but like the training doesn't really help you out that much. And they'll be like, "Oh, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing." I was like, "Well, the only reason we're talking right now is because you spammed me with links. So I don't think you do know what you're doing."
No, not at all. You could tell, hey, like you could easily tell. Yeah. So, Nicholas, before we wrap this up, give us one parting piece of guidance. What's that one message that you believe that everyone absolutely needs to hear?
I think that everyone needs to realize that, especially, well, really with anything, that failure isn't really a fail. You didn't really fail if you tried and you didn't succeed at first. Because I've gotten, especially like doing this, I've gotten to where every time I fail, I kind of get excited. Like
Yeah.
the moment I've realized I failed at something, I'm like, "Oh, I just messed up," and then like, "Why did I mess up?" And then I'm trying to figure it out, and then I get excited because I know once I figure out why I messed up, I'm never going to have to do that problem again, and
Hmm.
I've just progressed a little bit farther in some area.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
especially like when it comes to getting no's and stuff from people. They say that a lot. You got to get, what do they say, like 10 no's before you get a yes or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. I can't remember the exact statistics, but yeah, no, yeah. I know that. Yep, I get that feel. So, Nicholas, before we wrap this up, what's the best way that they could connect with you?
Uh, Usually through my Facebook Messenger, or there's NR Mans. I have a website. You can just put Nicholas at nrmans.com. And
Yeah.
but primarily through my Facebook. Through Facebook Messenger is the best way. That's where I'm usually on more. I get on Instagram too, but it's kind of secondary to Facebook for me.
Hmm.
Most of my connections
Yeah.
are on Facebook.
Yeah. 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 Awesome. Yeah. Guys, this has been an awesome interview here. Nicholas just dropped value. Okay. I think the main theme of tonight's hangout here is that do not underestimate the power of attraction marketing. Okay. Do not hard sell, but out teach the competition and just provide value after value after value and watch them come to you. So, Nicholas, thank you so much for hanging out with us. I really, really appreciate you hopping out here and dropping lots of value for everyone hanging out with us here today. And guys, thank you for hanging out with Nicholas and I here. And love you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you for joining us. And tune in again tomorrow night for another episode of Entrepreneur in the Spotlight. And Nicholas, thank you again.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. And guys, if you don't want to miss out on, there should be 3 dots. Don't know whichever way. There should be 3 dots. Turn on live notifications. That way you never miss out on my live training videos. And most importantly, never miss out an episode of Entrepreneur in the Spotlight ever again. There you go. All right, guys. Well, talk to you later. And hey, connect with Nicholas here. He's just chock full of value. So yeah, connect with him, and yeah, we'll see you around, guys. Later. Bye.